Baby, I'm traumatized. And people always say it go down in Miami. Y'all, I never believed it. I took a trip to Miami and baby, it went down. So I'm gonna just give y'all a little story.
Okay, y'all, so I'm about to really tell y'all what really went down in Miami because the video y'all just seen was cap. So, when we landed in Miami, y'all, the girl kept asking me and begging me to take her pictures. Mind y'all, that's the birthday girl, right? In the airport. Mind you, I didn't mind taking her pictures, but at the time, I was trying to get the rental car. You got the man telling me that, oh, he was going to bring the rental car to the airport. Then he turned around and said, no, we got to Uber to him. I've been scammed on tour before when I went to Dallas, so I'm trying to make sure that we have a rental car. First of all, that was the first thing. So I finally take her pictures, and she said I did it with an attitude, which I did because you was nagging me about pictures, and you see me trying to figure out the rental car situation. So that was strike one, y'all. So straight two, I'ma fast forward into our trip. Our trip was going good or whatever. We picked up the girl JoJo. Mind y'all, JoJo did not pay for anything, y'all. JoJo basically came on a free trip. She gave $100. The rental car in the Airbnb, all that came up to about $1,500, and she gave us and JoJo only paid $100 for everything. So strike three was, y'all, it was her birthday, right? I understand that, like, okay, it's your birthday, got it. And she was like, let's go stop at the store and get Celsius. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's stop at the store and get Celsius. Mind y'all, I was like, I don't really drink energy drinks. So I'm like, just go ahead and go in the store or whatever. So she was like, you gonna have me go in the store on my birthday? I was like, yeah, you know what, for you, right, I'll go in the store. So y'all, I went in the store, right? And she came in right behind me. She grabbed 2 Celsius, I grabbed a Red Bull. Because if I do drink energy drink, that's what I'm gonna drink. So I ranked up everything, and she had grabbed a bag of chips. I ranked up everything, and I paid for it. So I was kind of confused on why she said that. I looked at her to pay for my Celsius. Never looked at her to do that. Y'all, that was cap. So, and I might be posting the receipts to everything, because one thing about me, I keep my receipts or whatever, y'all. So, strike three was, y'all, I was on the phone with my homegirl, right? And I was showing her my outfit. I'm on the phone with my homegirl or whatever, and she basically telling me, but when we hung up the phone, she basically said, I don't like that bitch, this and that. Me and my cousin fought her sister and her back in middle school, y'all. This is middle school beef. Like, bro, we're grown as fuck. We're 22, y'all. And she's talking about middle school beef. And I'm like, what? But mind y'all, when I had an incident or whatever, she was just on the phone conversating with her. So I'm kind of confused on where she brought this beef back up from or whatever. I really feel like she was trying to show out for her other friend that she invited on the trip, y'all. Y'all, that was just so strike three. So now we're on strike four. So the girl that she brought along on a trip that really didn't pay no money, y'all, right? So me and her got into it. This is basically our last night of the trip. This is basically our last night, right, in Miami. So first of all, the girl lost her ID. She was so drunk she lost her ID or whatever. Second, y'all, when we got to the next club or whatever, I told them, hey, I was like, y'all, I gotta pee real bad, and y'all contemplating y'all want to pay $30 to get in a club in Miami. That's cheap. So I was like, I gotta really pee, y'all. So I went into the back. of the building to go pee. When I came back, the birthday girl was by herself, y'all. So I'm like, where's your friend? She was like, oh, she wanted to go get food with the next bitches. Mind you, the whole night she kept walking off from us, and we stay together, we stick together. That's just how I roll. And she just kept walking off from us, y'all. So that was blowing me. So when she came back to the car, I was like, did you go get food? She was like, yeah. I said, how you gonna go get food with the next bitches we don't even know? Like, that's weird as fuck. Like, why didn't you? Y'all, I was like, how you gonna go get food with the next bitch or whatever? And this bitch spazzed on me. She was like, who the fuck are you talking to? This and that and that. This and that and that. Yeah, I was like, just go get your food. I know your food ready at this point so we can go. I was like, I just picked being tired something along the way. Because I'm the type of person, I eat fast food. I don't care at this point. It's 4 o'clock at night. I can get me something quick. So she go get her food. She come back out still hot, and she throws the food, right, y'all? And she's having a big tantrum like a kid, and she's instead of going off, popping in the mouth, and mind y'all, I'm seeing police pulling like fuck. So I'm thinking these people are calling the police on us, right? So before she gets in the car, she kicks a dent in the rental that's on my credit card, y'all. So that had pissed me off. So I'm like, just get in the car. Let me just pull off. We got weed in the car. We got marijuana in the car, y'all. We got liquor in the car. We lit, right? So when we get in the car, I put the top on the car or whatever, so nobody hears us arguing. So I don't pull off, y'all, and she's still popping at the mouth. Like, she's saying what she's instead of saying what she gonna do to me, she's basically saying that she gonna put her hands on me when we get back to the Airbnb. Mind y'all, this bitch is about 6'3", 250 pounds, bro. I looked dead at my homegirl because she's not saying anything. She's not checking her friend. And I said, and mind you, I did apologize to her about the whole situation. When she came back to the car, I apologized to her and said, you know what, I did come at you wrong. So I most definitely apologize for that. So I'm looking at my friend. I said, I just want to let you know I'm gonna slap this bitch when we get out the car. Mind you, that was just me talking shit. I was not gonna put my hands on a female, but at the end of the day, she's talking all this shit. I'm gonna react eventually. So this bitch said, "Oh, you're not gonna put your hands on me. You're not gonna put your hands on me. This and that and that and that." Y'all, why this bitch come to the front of the car and like she was about to grab the steering wheel? Like, what the fuck? Y'all, shit like she was about to grab the steering wheel. Then this bitch said, "I'm gonna kill us all, I'm gonna kill us all," or whatever. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell is going on? So I'm trying to calm her down at this point so I can drive. Y'all, I keep missing my exit and all. So by this time, my homegirl, she's not saying nothing to her. She's not checking her on nothing, y'all. So I'm pissed. So next thing you know, all I hear is, "Hello, I would like to do a police report. This man put his hands on me. He's holding me hostage and he won't let me out the car." Y'all, I called my mother immediately and I was like, "Mom," I basically explained to her what was all going on. And I was like, "Mom, I'm about to let her out the car if that's what she want or whatever." So I was like, "How far y'all from the Airbnb?" I told her we're like 7 minutes. So she was like, "Just get her to the Airbnb." I was like, "No, I feel like that's a setup. I'll go to the Airbnb," because she gave them the address to the Airbnb, y'all. So I was like, if I go to the Airbnb, like, I could be arrested. So, and I was like, the way my friend acting, it's giving she going on her side. My homegirl not checking the girl on her actions and telling her like she went too far. I was like, "Oh no, I'm packing all my stuff and I'm just leaving the Airbnb since we got to check out at 11 any damn way to go home." Yeah, so I sat in the car. I grabbed all my stuff and I sat in the car, whatever. And I told my homegirl to come downstairs. And me and her, we talked that little situation out. And I told her basically that we should take her friend to the airport as soon as we wake up, because she had to be to the airport before us or whatever, because she flew out from Atlanta. So she was like, we all agreed, even her mama and my mama, we all agreed that we should take her to the airport or whatever. So this girl switched the whole story after we checked out of the Airbnb, y'all. She was like, "Let's go smoke on the beach, this and that," because she thought everything was cool, because in her video, she made another video where we would sleep in the bed together, because I had went upstairs to change and I was tired, y'all, so I had laid down or whatever. I had laid down since we all calmed down. I had laid down next to JoJo, the girl basically that spazzed on me, and we all had fell asleep. But in my eye, we was still taking JoJo to the airport in the morning or whatever, y'all. So she just switched the plans, basically saying that we should just go to the beach, smoke, drink, and chill, since me and her have to be there to the airport until 9, and JoJo really didn't have to be to the airport until 3. So I was like, "No, I don't want to do that." I was like, I'm giving y'all 3 options. Either A, we can go, I say either A, I fall asleep in the car and y'all can go do that, and then when y'all done, we take JoJo to the airport. Or B, y'all can grab y'all shit and I will go to the airport by myself or whatever. I was on the phone with my mom because we all was arguing on the strip, y'all. We was arguing on the strip. Like, that shit had pissed me off. So my mom was basically trying to explain to me it's too much animosity built up. Everybody should just go to the airport and just wait at the airport. I was like, "Ty, we can drink at the airport. We can do everything at the airport. Like, we can literally sit down, eat, and all that, and take a nap at the airport until it's time for our flight." She didn't want to do that, y'all. So I didn't even give her the third option. Baby, I took all that shit out I took all that shit out the car and I put it on the strip, and I closed the trunk and I fucking pulled off. All I heard was supposed to be my fucking friend say, "You're a pussy, you're weird. Why the fuck why you being so weird? We do not have to be to the airport at this time." I checked out at that point. Babe, I went to the airport, I got me a flight, and I fucking left their ass, okay? And mind you, my homegirl, she drove with me to Charleston. Charleston is like a 3-hour drive, so she had to find her ride back too. Because at the end of the day, I had already checked out when JoJo called the police on me. But the mere fact that now I feel like this bitch playing with my livelihood, no. Y'all ghetto bitches ain't got nothing to lose. I have shit to lose. I work hard for what the fuck I want, unlike them ghetto bitches or whatever. So, y'all, this bitch, I kid you not, when I landed, this bitch texts me, "Hey, did you catch an earlier flight, and am I still coming back with you?" Like, be so fucking for real. You entitled bitch think you about to disrespect me, do all this, you think you about to come back with me? Bruh, figure your shit out. End of the day, I had already checked out when JoJo called the police on me. But the mere fact that now I feel like this bitch playing with my livelihood, no. Y'all ghetto bitches ain't got nothing to lose. I have shit to lose. I work hard for what the fuck I want, unlike them ghetto bitches or whatever. So, y'all, This bitch, I kid you not, when I landed, this bitch texts me, hey, did you catch an earlier flight and am I still coming back with you? Like, be so fucking for real. You entitled bitch think you about to disrespect me, do all this, you think you about to come back with me? Bruh, figure your shit out. Y'all, I'm gonna post my airport outfit just to show y'all. My shirt really wasn't uneven. Just a tad, but it was uneven a little bit. But you really had to be staring hard at me. Only reason she knew it was uneven because I said it to her when we was getting dressed. So that's the only reason that bitch new shirt was uneven. Y'all got that shirt from Urban Outfitters. That shit was $30 fucking dollars. Do you think I was about to go back to Urban Outfitters, get another shirt and cut it and fuck it up again? Picture that. I wasn't doing that. And y'all, I want y'all to know, this whole Miami trip was my idea because this bitch, nigga, ain't shit. Bro, her nigga literally wasn't doing shit for her birthday. I was the one that said, let's go to Miami. Then y'all, she tried to call me broke and this and that, but her mama paid for her flight. Like, bitch, your mama paid for the majority of your whole trip. I paid out my pocket for every motherfucking thing. And it was the first of the month, but when we went on that trip. Bitch, rent was due, car note was due, and everything else. Bitch, and I still made it happen to go on your trip. I'm so glad you asked this question. So, girl, I did. I'm not gonna hold you. I did tell her I was gonna buy her outfit for the mere fact that she only wear the outfit one time, and that's me and her. If she orders something off Fashion Nova and she can't fit it, I go purchase it from her. If I order something off Fashion Nova and I can't fit it, she come purchase it from me. That's just our type of friendship. So when she tried to be weird and made it seem like, oh, I didn't want to take her pictures because I wanted her outfit, bitch, I have the funds to go buy the outfit if I wanted it. I just didn't want to have to do that because why would I pay for shipping and everything else when I could just purchase the outfit that she already had? That's the type of friendship we had. Yeah, I'm sorry I had took out my clothes and everything. Bitch, I was gonna lay down, y'all. I haven't even been asleep yet. Remember that I work night shift or whatever. Y'all, she keeps saying that the rental car basically wasn't gonna be ready till 8:30. I'm gonna show y'all the text message where that man asked me, did we land yet at 7:30? And I told him, yeah, he said the man is waiting for us. That was at 7:38. So the man was ready a whole hour early. And I'm trying to figure out why he wasn't coming to us instead of us going to him. So like I said, I have been scammed off tour before. Going to Dallas. When we first got there, we didn't know it was a rental car place until we got there. After that, I kind of chilled out. I kind of mellowed out from the fact that we had to rent a car. Everything was secured that we needed to secure. The only person that was waiting on was JoJo. So that was that, y'all. Then she said, damn, what did she say? Oh, about me calling my mama, y'all. Y'all, the police, if someone called the police on y'all, wouldn't y'all first move as your mama? Come on now, let's be fucking for real. I'm in a state. Y'all, then she tried to say that I was scared because I called my mama. The first thing I would think of is to call my mama, but somebody has called the police on me. But just in case, if I'm finna get locked up in Miami, my mama know where the hell to come get me from. Like, what the hell? She have to send somebody to buy me out. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that right there she sounds slow when she said that, y'all. Then she's trying to say that, I basically lied about my whole story. I promise you, when I post these receipts showing that I'm not lying, and yes, I went upstairs to apologize to JoJo because I'm a man at the end of the day. Before this gay shit, I'm a man, and I felt like certain things that I did handle was fucking wrong. So yes, I went up the stairs and I apologized to JoJo because at the end of the day, we did have to apologize to each other because life is fucking short. I don't want to live with shit on my conscience. Oh, and y'all, when she said I was throwing a rental on her face, I kid you not, baby, on my mama, like Summer says, on my mama, I told them they could have the fucking rental. My mama is the reason why they didn't get that rental. Mama was like, no, that shit in your name. That's on your credit card. You gonna have to eat them payments if they fuck up that, you gonna have to eat that bill if they fuck up that rental or whatever, trying to be petty. So I was like, you know what, you're right. I don't want that on my credit. I don't want none of that to do nothing because I don't play about my credit. So that's the reason I took the rental. I would have rather off me as a man go on about my day. If the rental was in her name, baby, it's yours. I'm gonna fucking leave. I'm gonna Uber to the airport and do like I did, get an earlier flight and leave. Even if she drove her car, bro, to the airport, I would have still left early. My mama would have came and got me from that fucking airport in Charleston. I was being nice. Everything I did was being nice. I was just at my breaking point. My breaking point was when you called the police on me. I could not come back from that. There's no coming back from that. We're in a whole different state. You said and called the police on me, bro. Like, no, that's y'all. And she tried to say I was talking messing with my homegirl. I never did, y'all. I just told them my own experience with them, but it was never as deep as this one. Literally, never. So y'all, once we got to the strip or whatever, she made it seem like it was an issue that I wanted to sleep in the car, bro. I just said, y'all go out. I'm going to sleep in the car. But after that, we're going to the airport. Like, it was nothing else for us to do. And like I said, I still in the back of my mind did not trust these bitches from a can of paint no more. I didn't trust y'all. Once y'all called the police me, I did not trust y'all. So I was being nice to letting y'all go. I was being nice to letting y'all go to the fucking beach and smoke y'all blunts and drink y'all bottle. That was me being nice. So I'm kind of confused on where the fuck she's trying to say that we never talked about this. Me, you, your mama, we all did talk about this, and I have the text message showing that we talked about that shit. So with that being said, y'all, I'm finna go to sleep. Whatever I see that bitch in the morning. I am tired. I'm not. This shit happened. I'm almost about to go. I'm not letting that shit stress me out no more. Y'all, when I said I was going to slap the fuck out of JoJo, when I said that, y'all, she had already been talking and threatening me. So she trying to say that I said I threatened JoJo first, right? But mind y'all, before we went on this trip, JoJo Dicker punched her dead in her motherfucking face while she was holding her child, y'all. While she was holding her child. And I wasn't going to take it that far because that was something that was told to me and I was not supposed to repeat it. But most definitely, since we break everything out to the table, yes, JoJo nigga punched the fuck out of her in her face. And she didn't call the police then. So why the fuck would you call the police on me? And all I said was words. He actually physically hit your ass. Thank you. This is all I was trying to get my point across. Like, y'all have to understand, I'm a black man. Not only a black man, I'm a black gay man. What the fuck do you think the police is gonna do when they got there? No questions asked, baby. I was going behind that police car. Like, what the fuck? And for everybody that's listening to JoJo and saying my check is $400, I want to show y'all something. Look. Do you see my view? Baby, I told y'all I stay in a high-rise apartment. Literally.
Okay, let's just get right into it because I ain't got time for bullshit. I was never mad when I initially saw the clip that a motherfucker was talking about me because a motherfucker already was doing that. Like, that shit just let me fuck. Like, I wasn't mad. It was more so funny because it just threw me by surprise because it's like, damn, I'm at work and I just see my phone blowing up with some bullshit. Like, but it is what it is. Let a motherfucker call it. Everybody be mad when niggas say something, but when they don't say nothing, everybody just on my shit and on my dick for no reason. So I'm gonna just say what my experience was, because this whole situation wasn't even really my experience. This was their experience. But I'm gonna just take my part of the experience and get to the nitty gritty of that, because baby, I don't even play no type of games. Don't ever. Okay, boom, the Airbnb. Friend told me the Airbnb was $3 something. She said just send $100. That's gonna be everybody half on the Airbnb or whatever. I sent the $100 before we even left to go to Miami. I sent the $100. They flew out from where they flew out from. I flew out from Atlanta. And I met them there. So all my shit was already paid for. So I don't know what the fuck a motherfucker talking about I ain't put in. Bitch, I paid for my half of the Airbnb. That's all I needed to pay for it. Regarding the rental car, they had an agreement on the rental car that they would split it 50-50. So they split it 50-50. When we was in Miami, we all split 3-way, everything. Liquor, parking, gas. The only thing we didn't split was our food and our excursions. We did our own shit. Besides the motherfucker asking to borrow money for excursions. But that's the story time for another story time. All right, let's keep going. For one, who the fuck in their right mind would ever go out of town with $100? Why the fuck would I leave Atlanta to go to Miami, Florida, and take 520s? One excursion was more than $100. We did like 2 or 3. Then we had to eat, smoke, drink. Baby, I bought my daughter a shirt bag. I brought my grandma 2 magnets. I bought me a shirt. Me and Ty bought matching shirts in the store. Like, I'm not doing all that with $100, boo. I promise to God I'm not. I even went to the hair store and got lashes and glue and not with $100. Not with $100. Okay, let's talk about the friendship. The people we met at the spot or whatever. Okay, boom. We went to this little club spot, and it was these 2 young folks, y'all. It was a girl and a gay guy, and he was like 19. She was like 19. She had their credit card and shit, so I figured she was young. But the girl's 19 or whatever. The kids was 19. And so they said, we was like, come to the next spot or whatever. They was cool as fuck. And they was like, okay, well, we gonna Uber there. And we was like, everybody agreed, like, nah, y'all can just ride with us. So they ended up coming with us to the next spot. We get there. They can't get in because they too young.
So the next to the spot we was going to was the licking. So we was like, fuck, we gonna go get something to eat. And Sean kept saying he had to pee, so he went around the corner somewhere. I don't know where because I ain't seen no store that was open or nothing, but he went around the corner somewhere and went to go use the bathroom. And then friend got to the car. I was like, well, friend, you want something to eat out of here? Like, you gonna get something to eat? Cause I'm about to buy her something to eat. And she was like, no, friend, I'm not hungry or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go order the food and I'm gonna come right back out. So I ordered the food. And me and the other two, the two 19-year-olds or whatever, we went in there, we ordered the food or whatever. And they sat in there in the booth and they was eating their food. Well, they was waiting for their food. And I went back to the car with a friend and waited for the food. So when LaShawn got back, he was mad as fuck, like, why you got food without us? And I'm like, I asked friend, did she want food? Like, what the hell you mean? We still here. You can go get your food. Like, why are you tweaking? So we got into a big-ass argument about that. Like, next thing you know, like, he started getting disrespectful. That's when I think I ended up kicking a rental car or whatever. But it's just because I was mad because why you trying to turn up on me about food when you could go get your own food? Like, you grown as fuck. So we get into this big-ass argument, steady going about the food. So I go get the food or whatever. I come back out, we steady going about the food or whatever. He I don't know. I can't admit, though, I didn't have to do all that either, but he definitely had to do all that. I can take accountability for my own actions. I'm not going to sit here and say I was acting like a child. I'm not going to agree with him on that. That's some bullshit. But I got my own child to play with. Please don't do that. Like, I was not acting like no child. At the end of the day, I was mad as fuck because I just felt like somebody was trying me about a decision that I made for myself. If I wanted to go get food, I could do that. Don't get mad at me about something that I wanted to do for myself. And I asked my friend if she wants something. Don't try to clock me on that. Like, what the fuck? If you want food, go get your own shit. I don't got nothing to do with you not being hungry or nothing to do with you being hungry. This your rental, right? In your name, go somewhere else, get you something to eat. If you don't want to go right here, where the car is backed in, parked and turned off, and we're still in front of the licking. And you're complaining about me not all of us going at the same time to go get food? No. No. So, boom. It was to the point where we ended up leaving them two motherfuckers in the licking. The two kids in there, them two motherfuckers that came with us from the club, we left them there. I went in there and I told them, I said, y'all, some shit going on. Y'all find y'all Uber to the house. We about to go because there's some shit going on. So I let them know what's going on and I went back to the car. So, boom. Get back to the car. We pulling off and shit. We got to arguing shit down the road and shit. Just bullshit. Then, all of a sudden, she'll come out the blue time out. And don't be mad when I say this, JoJo, but Ty, that's your friend. That's not my friend. I said, that's your friend. This whole birthday trip, you didn't tell her happy birthday not one time. You never posted her. None of y'all been friends for all this time, but you never posted her not one time say happy birthday. To the point where people are sliding up on your story, telling you happy birthday when it's your friend's birthday. And that's fucked up. Like, I said, that's your friend, though? And right after I said that, this nigga slams brake in the middle of the road and said, friend, when we get back to the Airbnb, I'm finna beat this bitch ass. The fuck? I turned the fuck up. I turned the fuck up. I was like, bitch, on my soul. And you see how he said he was just playing, right? You said you was just joking. That's how you play. You're just playing. You said later on you were just playing. You just said I'm not your friend, though. You just said you about to beat my ass. I'm not your friend. I'm her friend. So if I'm not your friend, why the fuck is you playing with me like that? You don't play with people like that who not your friend. You don't know how I play. And that's definitely not how I play. Don't sit here and tell me that when we get to this destination where we going, you finna do me something. No, the fuck you're not. You're about to pull this motherfucker over right now. On Ocean Drive, Malibu Street, where the fuck we're at. And you're about to get the fuck out right now and do me something. You're about to get back to her fucking Airbnb and do me shit. The fuck is you talking about? So he act like he didn't want to put a motherfucker over. Like he didn't want to do nothing. So I was like, okay, well, I'm about to call the fucking police, bitch. I'm about to call them and tell them you said when we get back to the Airbnb, you about to do me something. You about to put your hands on me. Because that's what the fuck you said. You said you about to beat my ass when we get back to this place. You're a man. A big husky one at that. You think you're about to beat my ass in Miami? And you're not going to be sitting in Miami-Dade County? Bitch, on my mom, your mama going to be booking a fight to come get your ass. Because I'm calling the police on your ass. And they're going to be having a good time back there with your ass till she get her. Fuck you talking about? Bitch, don't play with me like that. Don't say you're going to put your hands on me. The fuck? I did not one time threaten you. And like you said, I tried to grab the steering wheel. I got pictures of my hands swollen as fuck. Because I punched the steering wheel trying to make you pull this motherfucker over. Because I didn't want to hit you. And I told you and your mom, I talked to your mom directly. And I talked to you and your mom on speakerphone in the car with Ty. And said, ma'am, I respect him. And I respect what you're telling me. And I respect him because that's my friend's friend. And he came with her. So I don't want to put my hands on him. I'm trying not to put my hands on him. But don't sit and tell me you're going to do me something. And then don't do it. Because I'm not your friend, like you said. Don't play with me like that. Now, all the other shit they talking about, some outfit shit and all the extra shit, I don't know about that. And I don't know about the talking about people shit. I wasn't talking about no motherfucking body. I said what the fuck I said regarding the person that was being brought up, and I left it at that. I don't even talk to them motherfucking people. And I already talked to them people and they can vouch. Bitch, I don't play that shit. I don't do that talk about people shit. Hence how I never came on here and made a story time. Because why the fuck I gotta sit on here and talk about an incident where we got into it in Miami? Because, bitch, the next morning, you had came into the Airbnb because you stayed outside all night long. You never wanted to come back in there. You stayed outside all night long to the point y'all waking me up at 7, 8 a.m. trying to talk about what happened last night. And I'm falling asleep mid-conversation. Then you tell me about the shit. We apologized. We said it was okay. The shit was over with. It was good. A couple hours later, you was like, who food is this? I said, this is my shit. I said, that's my shit from yesterday, my food from yesterday. He was like, not the one I threw, some other food. So he was like, you want it? And I was like, no, you can have it. And you ate my leftovers from the day before, after we just got into it last night. So why is it a problem now? I thought everything was cool now. But now you want to bring it to TikTok like it's a problem. And not once did I mention you. Not once did I mention this situation. I bet it wasn't my experience to mention. So y'all need to leave me the fuck alone and hop the fuck off my dick. Because, bitch, I ain't had nothing to do with it. I said my piece. I said what the fuck I said. And if you feel like I disrespect you in any type of way, I apologize. I swear to God I'm not mad about the shit. Like, this shit had nothing to do with me. And I swear to God I will never go out of town with $100. Bitch, don't ever try me like that. But never again. Never the fuck again. Don't mind my background, y'all. I'm at work. But I know they ain't the same punk making a video about me who had to get their homegirl to pay for their excursion till they check hit. And when they check hit, that shit was only $400. Broke bitch, don't speak on me. And it never gave Alicia. The same nigga who woke up the next day talking about who food this is. I said, that's my shit. He said, can I have it? Bitch, you eating my leftovers. You broke bum bitch. Shut the fuck up. Don't ever speak on me. The fuck, and you scary as fuck. I don't care what the fuck I did or who I called. I bet you ass caught that early flight and left. And then stayed the night in the Airbnb because you already knew what the fuck was going on with me. Bitch. The fuck? But it's okay. We're going to see your ass in 29045. Okay, mentioning the situation and everything, that's cool. Like, I ain't got nothing to say about that. But, bitch, mentioning my child and some personal shit that's not even true on social media during the midst of all this bullshit and drama.
Y'all, when I tell y'all I am traumatized to travel out of state with friends ever again, baby, I'm traumatized. And people always say it go down in Miami. Y'all, I never believed it. I took a trip to Miami and baby, it went down. So I'm going to just give y'all a little story time, but I'm going to make it quick. So I went to Miami for my birthday, y'all, and I invited 2 of my friends. One friend stayed in Atlanta and she flew out of Atlanta to Miami. The other friend, he is my friend, if y'all know what I mean. He is my friend. He stay in my city and we took the same flight, y'all, to Miami from our city. Okay, so y'all, the first red flag was me and my friend that I had actually flew out with. We planned airport outfits like 2 or 3 weeks before, like, we actually flew out. And don't mind my voice, y'all, I got a little cold. Okay, but we planned to take airport pictures at the airport whenever we landed in Miami. So, y'all, I ordered my outfit. My shit was cute as fuck. I had a cute 2-piece outfit from Fashion Nova. Yeah. He had some track pants, and he had went to the store and bought a big-ass, oversized, brown, basic t-shirt. So, y'all, his plan was to cut the basic brown t-shirt into a crop shirt and wear it like a little crop fit. Y'all, he cuts his t-shirt uneven, and that bitch was rolling up. So we get to the airport. He got an attitude. He don't want to take pictures. Mind y'all, we landed at 7:23. We didn't have to pick up our rental car until 8:30. So we had a whole hour to spare. So we get off the plane, and I'm like, friend, can you take my pictures? Mind y'all, it's my birthday day. It's the morning of my birthday. We just landed in Miami. So I'm like, friend, can you take my pictures? He like, I'm trying to get the rental car. I'm trying to see where the rental at. You like, wait a second. So I'm like, damn, we don't got to pick the rental up for another hour. Like, you can't just stop right here and take my pictures. So, y'all, it's this big thing about taking my pictures on my birthday. The pictures we planned 2-3 weeks ago to take in the airport, but he didn't want to take no more because he fucked his brown basic t-shirt up. So he takes the pictures, whatever. We get the rental car, y'all. We go to the gas station, and he's like, can you get me a Celsius? So I'm like, yeah, I'll buy you one. You know, even though it's my birthday, I'll buy you one, but you don't want to come in the store? So I'm like, you don't want to come in the store? He's like, I need to. Do I need to? It's my birthday. It ain't your birthday. Why would I go in the store like I'm the store runner or something and you not come with me or you not just go? So I don't know, y'all. Like, that rubbed me the wrong way. First it was the pictures, then it was the store thing. Cool. So, y'all, we getting ready for the club. Mind you, my friend, she had already done landed. My friend that flew in from Atlanta, she landed. We getting ready to go to the club. It's that night, y'all. So while my friend looks at me and goes, friend, can I buy your outfit? So I'm like, what outfit you want to buy? So he goes, the airport outfit, like the outfit that you wear in the airport, can I buy it? Nigga, what? Y'all, mind y'all, it's my birthday. You didn't even want to take my pictures. You told me that I was getting on your nerves because you was trying to find the rental an hour early, and now you want to buy my outfit? So that was just weird to me, y'all. That was like the second red flag. Really, it was that, and then it was the gas station situation that had both rubbed me wrong. Then, y'all, we dressed for the club. We taking shots, and my same friend, we in the kitchen, y'all, taking shots, and this girl that I fought back in high school, he FaceTimes her, and he props the phone up. So, y'all, he props the phone up with the girl that I fought years back, knowing me and her not really cool for real. We taking shots on my birthday, finna go to the club. He props this bitch up. So she goes, hey, JoJo, speaking to my other friend that came on the trip but didn't speak to me. That was weird. And for you to be my friend and you FaceTime a bitch that you know I don't like and you sit her up on my birthday and that bitch don't speak to me and you don't check it, you're not my friend. So I don't know, y'all. That was kind of like strike 3. I ain't gonna lie, that was strike 3. So we go to the club, y'all. After we leave the club, we about to go to another spot. But my homegirl hungry. So my friend, he went to the bathroom, and my homegirl, she went to go get some food. So when he came out the bathroom, he started trying to pick an argument with my homegirl, saying, you know, we came together, you went and got food, but we ain't got food. But we sitting outside the restaurant, so it's not like he can't go get no food himself. So y'all, they get in a big ass argument. Cool, they talk it out, they apologize, whatever, we all drunk, whatever. So the next day comes, y'all, and we got 10 hours until we about to board our flight. Mind y'all, I put the B&B in my name. He put the rental in his name, which is why he wanted to go get the rental, because it was in his name. So, y'all, I guess he still got his ass on his shoulders from last night when him and my homegirl got into it about the food at the club. I really don't know why he's mad. But it's the next morning. We check out the B&B at 10:30 a.m. Y'all, the flight is not till 9:57 p.m. He goes, yeah, we finna just go to the airport because the rental in my name and I don't want to go nowhere else. So we finna just go to the airport and wait on our flight. So I'm like, no, we're not. You're not going to short my birthday trip because you're mad about something from yesterday because you can't be grown and grow up. So, y'all, me and him get to arguing, and he keeps on throwing the rental car in my face like it's not my birthday trip. Mind y'all, the rental is in his name, but we went half, so we both paid for it. So he goes, the rental in my name, the rental in my name. Y'all, we on the strip at this time, so I tell him, you know what I'm saying, don't threaten me with a good time. Pull over. Like, I pay for me an Uber to get to the airport, you feel me? We done checked out the B&B clean, that's checked off. Baby, you can take this rental, you can go on about your day. So me and my homegirl, we got out the rental car, y'all. We on the strip with our luggage, like, because he keep on threatening us, telling us we gonna go to the airport, we gonna sit in the airport for 10 hours because he mad. No. So cool, y'all. My homegirl, she flew out of Atlanta, so her flight was before mine. Me and my friend that left us on the strip and took the rental, our flight was together at 9:57 p.m. Y'all, why he went and got an earlier flight, he turned in the rental, got an earlier flight, didn't tell me. We drove to Charleston from Columbia, which was 2 hours away, and my car keys was in his car. So when I got to our gate to board, y'all, he wasn't there because he caught an earlier flight, but I didn't know until I got to the gate. Like, he didn't send me a quick text, nothing, saying that he caught an earlier flight. So like I said, we drove 2 hours away from Columbia to Charleston to board to go to Miami. Y'all, I left my car keys in this man's car. So I'm texting him like, you know what I'm saying, did you catch an earlier flight? Do I need to find me a ride from Charleston to Columbia? And also, my car keys are in your car. Y'all won't believe this man blocked me. Blocked me. Y'all, I'm laughing because it's crazy. Like, my car keys are in your car. You caught an earlier flight. You took the rental. And you didn't tell me anything. Not only that, y'all, the outfit thing is killing me. You didn't want to take my pictures, but you want to buy my outfit? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It was more to the story, too. But don't travel with friends. Especially friends that's low-key undercover envious of you. Like, that shit will really come out once y'all get out of town. Y'all, my voice sound crazy. My eyes red, and it's 5:09 a.m. But I'm back with a part 2. And y'all, I had deleted the first video yesterday for a few hours before I went to sleep because I thought about it, y'all. And I'm such a good person. I have such a good heart. And the way the views and the comments was going, I didn't want nobody to click on my page and feel like, you know what I'm saying, he was being cyberbullied. So don't get on my page talking about, oh, it's 2 sides to every story and you lied, that's why you deleted the video. No, because I never knew he posted the video until somebody just actually came to me and told me that he posted a video. And I'm actually going to pull it up on my iPad and eat him up every time he lied. Okay, y'all, before I get into his video, everybody wants to know, how did I get my keys back? Did I get my keys back? Yes, y'all, I got my keys back, but let me tell y'all how I got my keys back. So like I told y'all, when I got to the airport and I actually got to our gate, y'all, me and him was supposed to be flying back together. When I got to the airport and got to our gate, he was not there. When I waited and we was boarding, y'all, he was not there. So like 10 minutes before I boarded, I text his phone and I said, did you get an earlier flight? Do I need to find a ride back from Charleston? And my keys are in your car. Y'all, and he left me on red. So I text him again. I'm like, hello. Like, what the fuck? I'm finna board and I'm finna land in Charleston. You're not going to be there. My keys to my car is not going to be there. So, y'all, I used to talk to his brother back 9th grade. I used to talk to his brother. So, I got his brother on Instagram. I hit his brother. I'm like, can you send me your mama number? Because I'm finna call his mama at this point. So, he sends the mama number. I sent her a quick text like, hey, it's Ty. I need my keys out of, you know what I'm saying, LaShawn's car or whatever. Did he catch an earlier flight? Like, y'all didn't let me know anything. He keeps saying he gonna post receipts. He didn't post not one receipt. Y'all, I'm gonna post receipts. So then I ended up calling his mom. She didn't answer. I should have called before I text so she wouldn't have known who I was. Then I gave her number to my mom, y'all, and my mom ended up calling and texting. She did not pick up. When my mom called my friend to ask him, like, did you get an earlier flight? Ty need her keys, like, to basically tell him, I need my keys. You don't worry about taking me back home from Charleston. I can find a ride, but I need my keys. Y'all, he blocked my mama. Alright, y'all, so for this next part, I need y'all to follow me because I'm finna eat him down, eat him up. Y'all, I hate when people lie on me. Okay, y'all, so basically, I'm gonna play his video on my iPad, and then every time he lie, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna eat his ass up.
When I went to Dallas, so I'm trying to make sure that we have a rental car. First of all, that was the first thing. So I finally took her pictures, and she said I did it with an attitude, which I did because you was nagging me about pictures, and you see me trying to figure out a rental car situation. So...
nagging him about pictures and he trying to figure out the rental car situation. Y'all, we landed at 7:23. We didn't have to pick up the rental car until 8:30. That gives us a whole hour, like I stated in the first video. He thought he was going to get scammed. We put up to a whole rental car business. How did you think you was going to get scammed? No, you was just a hater.
We picked up the girl JoJo. Mind y'all, JoJo did not pay for anything, y'all. JoJo basically came on a free trip. She gave us
He about to lie.
The rental car and the Airbnb, all that came up to about $1,500, and she gave us.
Y'all, he said the rental car and the Airbnb came up to $1,500, and my friend JoJo didn't pay anything. Y'all, the rental car was like $3 something, and the Airbnb was like $3 something. So everything came up to, I think, maybe like $575, maybe like $600. $1,500 is a stretch. Y'all, my friend JoJo gave us $100 for both the Airbnb and the rental car. When we planned this trip, we planned it with just me and him. We ended up inviting my other homegirl, but when we invited her, she didn't tell us that she could come until we had already paid for everything. So she gave us, y'all, the Airbnb, like I said, was $300. She gave us $100, which would have been her $100 for the Airbnb. We didn't make her pay anything on the rental car, and we agreed to that. Y'all, we rented a 2-door Mustang. If my homegirl coming on a trip last minute and we have a 2-door Mustang and she's sitting in the back, what we gonna make her pay $100 for to squeeze in the back? Alright, y'all, I'm back with a part 3, and y'all, I feel like part 3 is the funniest part of them all. Alright, so y'all remember in part 1 when I told y'all we was outside the club and my friend had went in there to use the bathroom and my homegirl from Atlanta went to go get food. So y'all, my homegirl comes back with a plate and he comes back to the car pissed. Y'all, he was so mad that my homegirl had a plate of food. Like, we wasn't sitting right outside the restaurant. So, y'all, we outside the restaurant. They hard down arguing. I'm telling them, like, y'all, chill, stop. Y'all, mind y'all, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. We all drunk. So, y'all, we all get back in the car, and they still hard down arguing. Mind y'all, she's in the back seat. I'm in the passenger seat, and he's driving. We on the way back to the Airbnb. Y'all, so while they arguing, he goes, don't worry about it, JoJo. When we get back to the Airbnb, I'm going to smack the shit out you. So, like I told y'all, my homegirl from Atlanta, she ain't going for none of that. So, y'all, my homegirl get up from the back seat while he driving, and she get all in his shit. Like, yeah, you say you gonna do what? So, y'all, he's furious. Like, y'all, he's scared as fuck. Why he call his mama? So, we get back to the Airbnb, y'all. He's scared to go in the Airbnb. He ends up sleeping in the car, actually. So, y'all, when we got back to the B&B, actually, it was like 4:30 in the morning, almost 5 o'clock in the morning, y'all. So, at this point, I'm like, it's no point in me going to sleep. Check out at 11, and the Airbnb is a mess. So, me and my homegirl, JoJo, we ended up staying up and cleaning the Airbnb, y'all. I get a text from him, and he's like, come down, I want to talk to you, only you. So, y'all, by then, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. So, I go down there. We have a talk about the whole situation, y'all, whatever. Then he comes up to the Airbnb, y'all. This is where y'all got to follow me. Y'all, so when he come up, by then, my homegirl from Atlanta, she sleep in the bed. So, he goes in there where she is and starts apologizing, talking about the whole situation, talking about where he went wrong. Like, the whole 9 yards, y'all, and I'm going to post the video. Y'all, oh my God, please listen to lie number 3. He's about to lie.
This girl switched the whole story after we checked out of the Airbnb, y'all. She was like, let's go smoke on the beach, this and that, because she thought everything was cool, because in her video, she made another video where we would sleep in the bed together, because I had went upstairs to change, and I was tired, y'all, so I had laid down, or whatever. I had laid down.
Y'all, the video he is talking about is that, good morning, here's breakfast. Like, what? I didn't think everything was cool because I made a video. I made that video after y'all talked out y'all situation. Y'all was laid face to face together in the bed and you still had smoke with her? You came up apologizing, then made it seem like you still had a problem with her. Then he tried to make it seem like we were supposed to drop her off at the airport, and I came up with this whole thing like we gonna go and smoke on the beach. We never, on my mother, talked about dropping my homegirl off at the airport and going on about our trip. And y'all have the messages where I told him that we needed to smoke all the weed on the airplane. You think we copped this gas for nothing? So y'all, fast forward a little bit. After we checked out of the Airbnb, y'all, we went to go clean the rental because, like I said, we was... All right, y'all, so this is part 4. And for part 4, I want to speak on 3 different topics. All right, y'all, the first topic I want to speak on is he keep on saying my homegirl only brought $100. My homegirl didn't only bring $100. Y'all, he's getting the $100 from the B&B and the rental car. So when me and him decided to go to Miami, it was just me and him. He met my homegirl JoJo at the club when we went out here in our hometown. So he already knew JoJo. So I was like, hey friend, I'm going to invite JoJo as well to come on the trip with us. So he's like, okay, yeah. So mind y'all, when I invited JoJo, she didn't let me know for sure or not if she could go. So while we were still waiting for her to decide if she was coming or not, we went ahead and we booked our Airbnb and we booked our rental car. Y'all, the Airbnb was like $390. And the rental car was the same amount. It was about $390. So both the Airbnb and the rental car were both $390. So I said, okay, friend, my friend from Atlanta is going to go ahead and come. The Airbnb is $300 or whatever. If she give us $100, you know, that'll kind of be almost split 3 ways. Are you cool with that? Because honestly, we wasn't going to ask her for no money, y'all. The B&B came with 2 beds, and the rental car we were going to drive anyway. So we was looking at it like we're going to sleep in this Airbnb anyway, and we're going to drive this rental car anyway. So if she do come, she might as well ride and she might as well sleep if that's our friend. But I'm like, she could give us $100 on the Airbnb. Like, she didn't have no problem with that, so she gave us the $100 on the Airbnb. She didn't give us no money towards the rental car, y'all, because we didn't ask her for no money. We didn't ask her for no money for the rental car because it was just me and him going at first. So we got a 2-door Mustang off Turo. Me personally, I'm not going to make my homegirl that I invited last minute pay towards a 2-door car that me and my other friend picked out. Because for one, I invited her last minute, and for two, it's a 2-door. So if she do go 3 ways, she's smashed in the back seat. It's not even a 3-way fair opportunity ride. So I don't like the fact he came on here and tried to make it seem like she only had $100. No, she only paid $100 towards the trip because that's all we told her she needed to pay. Second, he can't speak on my homegirl bringing $100 when he didn't even have the money for the excursions. He kept saying, oh, my check hit at 4. My check hit at 4. But when his check hit, he was like, oh, friend, my check going towards something else. So I'm like, how your check going towards something else when all day we've been waiting until 6 o'clock to do ATVs because you said, let's wait until after 4 when my check hits. So now that your check hits, the money from the check is for something else. So he asked to borrow the money from me, which I didn't have no problem. But it's just like, don't come on here and try to make it seem like somebody only had $100 when you didn't even have you. Another thing, you threatened to hit my friend first. So whatever she do or say after you threaten to hit her is on y'all. You're a whole man. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to smack you when we get back to the Airbnb and think it's okay. Then you bringing up how my mother brought my flight for me and how it was the first of the month for you. I never asked my mama to buy my flight, baby. She bought that for a birthday gift. And honestly, as soon as my mom bought my flight for me, y'all, he was showing signs then. Because what does my mama paying for my flight have to do with anything that we're talking about right now? Then he made another video like, oh yeah, y'all, I buy clothes from her. She buy clothes from me when they don't fit so that we don't have to return them. You're absolutely right. You buy clothes from me. I don't fit. I don't wear. I don't even dress like you. So I'm not going to buy clothes from you. And yeah, I'm going to mention you wanted to buy my outfit because not only did you want to buy my outfit, but you didn't even want to take my pictures in the outfit. So how could you even fix your mouth to say, oh, let me buy your outfit because that's what we do. When we checked out the Airbnb, y'all, he had this thought in his head because him and his mom talked on the phone and they were like, since JoJo has an earlier flight, how about y'all just drop her off and y'all find something to do? I wasn't aware of that at all. Nobody told me we was going to drop my homegirl off and continue on with our day. That would not have even been right. So we check out the B&B and we go and we clean the rental or whatever and we vacuum the rental real good. And he goes, not gonna lie, friend, but we finna go to the airport because I'm not finna fake the funk. So I'm like, what you mean fake the funk? Like, we grown. It's a new day. Whatever happened last night, we was drunk. Let it go. So he's like, no, I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting it go. But I'm like, y'all just had a conversation. The same conversation I posted in part 3, y'all. He came upstairs in the Airbnb and had a conversation with JoJo. And they talked it out. They laughed. They slept face to face, y'all. And I made that good morning, it's breakfast video. So I'm like, how are you faking the funk? Not only did I just make that video, but before we checked out of the Airbnb, you asked JoJo if you could have her leftovers. She said, yeah, and you ate her leftovers. Y'all, I really think it was his check that hit at 4 the previous day. He needed that for something. I don't know what he needed it for. That's not my business. But I think since he didn't have no money, he wanted to go to the airport 11 hours early and sit in the airport. I was not doing that. I'm not sitting in the airport for 11 hours, y'all. So he kept saying, well, if you want to get out, you could get out. If y'all want to get out, y'all can get out. You're not finna keep telling me that. Pull over and let me out. So he pulls over on the strip and me and JoJo, we get our shit and we get out the car. But before I get out the car, y'all, he's on the phone with his mama, talking to his mama. So I'm like, well, let me say something. He's like, no, this my mama, I'm talking. I'm like, friend, but you call my mama all the time. You and my mama, y'all sit on the phone all the time. Not only that, you just called my mama 2-3 days ago and asked her for $80 and she sent it. But I can't say 2 words to your mother on the phone. And y'all want me to speak on the police situation so bad. Honestly, the reason I didn't provide all the details in the very first video is because the very first video was already 8 minutes long. I was already planning to make a part 2. Y'all, whenever they was arguing at the club, we all got in the car and we was on the way back to the B&B. They started arguing so crazy. He came out his mouth first. And if you sit here and you lie, you are crazy. You came out of your mouth first and you told JoJo, when we get back to this Airbnb, I'm going to smack this shit out you. JoJo got all in your face on the interstate while you was driving, and she said, pull over. Basically, we could do that shit right now. Then JoJo's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I got a child. If I fight you, it's no telling how it's going to go down. If anything happened, it's no telling how it's going to go down. So I'm going to call the police. My friend never got on the police and said nothing about kidnapping. None of that. My friend got on the phone with the police and she gave them the address to the Airbnb because you kept saying what you was going to do to her when y'all got back to the Airbnb. She's a mother. She has a child. So what she want to do is make it back to her child. Even though she knows she can hurt you, she don't want to because she want to go home. You are a man. And I'm not going to sit here and validate the fact that she called the police. But at the end of the day, when you say that you're going to do something, you have to be prepared for what comes after that. Also, don't try to make it seem like, oh, I brought that girl up on my birthday trip and I'm in Miami worried about another hoe. Because you kept bringing her up. You talked about her and how y'all fell out in Miami 2 years ago. So basically, every time you go to Miami, you fall out with somebody. You kept calling her. You kept bringing her up. Y'all, I literally pulled my friend to the side and I told him, if you talked about how bad your experience was in Miami with her, why would you come to Miami and keep FaceTiming her knowing that we fought in 9th grade already and you already talked about how poor your experience was? Y'all, it just did not make sense to me. You talked about this girl. Now we're in Miami together and you keep calling her and bringing her up. And then when me and my friend reflect on what you said when you brought her up, now you all of a sudden recording yourself and you wasn't talking about her. You was talking about her too. You brought her up.
Oh,
I don't like him.
See, shut it down.
Everybody's talking too long.
But when me and Tatiana was out eating at Grandma O'Neill, we
Y'all, when I gave that $1,500 price, I'm including rental, Airbnb, flight. I'm including everything that we're supposed to be doing in Miami, right? And she was only giving it $100. What was told to me that JoJo was only bringing $500 on this trip, y'all. That's what was told to me. $500 was not going to do a lot for you. So if we're doing everything, excursions, ATV, jet skiing, we had so much shit planned to do that we did not get to do. And you telling me all she's bringing is $500? Now I want y'all to take away that $100 that she has to give us. That's $400, y'all. Like, come on, bro. Like, what the hell is she talking about? Yes, everything with the Airbnb and the rental, it came up to about $780. I just did the calculation. So, where is she trying to get at?